Here we all are. And we are into our second set. How's everyone doing tonight? How many of you know what tonight is? What it's really all about? And I don't want to talk that direction. Can I get you all over here in the center? All right. Thank you. How many of you know what tonight is? National. That's right, National Night Out. Signature-wise, we are Grace Media Network. We have two initiatives. The initiative is Stop Bullying Now Movement. Can I hear you say that? Stop Bullying Now Movement. Now I'm trying to get you to look over here, so I'm going to talk out here until I get some folks that will line up with me. Help me out here. All right. Stop Bullying Now Movement. Our other initiative is YiG Showcase Rising Stars. These are teenagers, your up-and-coming leaders. These are individuals that they're tired of the same old voices being heard. They have something to say. They're concerned about their community. They want to reclaim their community. They want to make their community no bullying zones. I'm going to be joined by our YiG stars. They can just surround me here. When we think about all of the violence and the bullying that's been going on in our community, we have the responsibility to no longer be bystanders. So what does that mean? That means that when you see someone being harassed, belittled, laughed at, taken for granted, which that could be you. It's easier when it's happening to someone else. But that can be you. Adults experience it also. In the workplace, on campuses, even on the domestic front, right in their homes. Sometimes it is a learned parenting style, and you grow up with that. And what happens is you learn to survive. How do you learn to survive? By bullying down the line. All right? And we're saying we want to empower you. So these artists that are before you tonight on this platform that were on set one, they had a message for you. And the most important thing about that message is you are a treasure. You deserve to not have anyone put their hands on you. You deserve to be respected when you say N-O. You deserve to be respected when you say N-O. What does that spell? No. All right. So sometimes you can be going along with the program, going along with the flow, and all of a sudden, inside of you, instinctively, based upon the way you were raised, you want to say no, and you're afraid to. Well, there are other young people that know what that means to say no. Kyara, what does that mean? How do we do that? Kyara is one of our rising stars. Stop Bullying Now. She's also movement. She's also a spoken word artist, and you're going to be hearing from her. It's important that peer to peer, you will appreciate her voice more clearly than mine. And that's okay. That's the way sometimes it's supposed to be, because she's out here with you on your level. So she's going to help you go away from this experience with some empowerment. All right, Kyara.
No. Starting off with no. No means you putting your foot down. You telling them no. I don't want this. I don't want this to happen no more. Not just you're emotionally like in this thing. You have to say no. even though it's like, okay, let me just keep on going, you know, I gotta keep on getting this, I just might as well just keep on doing. But you have to put your foot down, or it's gonna continue to happen. Keep on happening. It's gonna be a cycle. It's gonna keep going. So you have to say no. So you have to. It's a must.
All right.
And yeah.
Keep going.
So yeah.
All right. From a male perspective, we have with us none other than Dopevision. And he is a scholar, and he's got it going on. So I wonder, what's it like from a male perspective? Ladies, don't you want to know what men really think? Oh, she said no. Yes, you do. You really do. You really do. All right. Come on up here.
All right, so from a male point of view, as a young man growing up out here, there's a lot of peer pressure. There's a lot of things that we get faced with on a daily basis, just as far as, you know, things our parents didn't raise us to do, things we might not want to do, but I understand that I'm an individual. I understand my strength as a person, and that at the end of the day, all I need really is God and myself to really push it through, and my family that cares about me, you know. And if you really care about me, you would care for my well-being. So I'm not going to put myself in those situations where I could be harmed or whatever. So I would just encourage you to know your worth, know how strong you are, what superpowers you have as a human being, and that you really don't need a peer group. And if you act accordingly, if you act a certain way, you're going to bring the right type of friends around you that agree with you in that way.
So if I'm hearing you clearly, when you start transitioning, when you start taking your power back, when you start taking your self-esteem back, something starts shifting. Some of your friends start kind of dwindling away, and you really don't have those high numbers. What I'm hearing Dopevision say from a female perspective is that you will maybe go through a transition where you're all alone, standing alone. Let's have an exercise. Tashiana, I want you to stand right there. Stand right there. All right. Now, ladies that are lined up with her, ladies, line up with her. Line up right with her. All right. Now, ladies, except for Tashiana, she's changing. Up until then, y'all rolling. You know, you see somebody, you're cracking jokes about them because they don't have the latest gear on, and maybe they're talking about very literature, English, and those kinds of things. Versus I'm shorty, and you understand what I'm saying. Y'all know the language. Judy, help me out here because I'm messing up. That's why YiG Showcase Rising Stars are in place. So give an example. Tashiana's getting ready to make a change, but the girls around her, they're not quite with it yet. So what kind of things might she be hearing?
Okay, so maybe when you guys first start out, you're all rolling together, you're kicking it, you're listening to a lot of rap music, secular music, and then Tashiana feels like, well, I don't really want to listen to this music no more. So she starts listening to gospel, and she's like, y'all should listen to this. And you guys are like, nah, like, that's not what we want to listen to. So she decides to.
So she's Tashiana. So what we going to stand up here? She's getting ready to transition. We're not feeling it, but Tashiana's feeling it.
Right.
So what we going? Hey, back up. That's Tashiana. She's all alone.
That's okay to be left alone, though. You stand for what you feel like is right. Keep doing you. That's it.
All right. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. All right. Master Me, what do you have to say to our young people as it relates to taking a leadership place in the community? Does your voice matter? Does it really matter?
My standpoint from it is your voice matters. Everyone's voices matters. Barack Obama's voice matters. Someone on the street matters. I matter. Do you matter?
I matter.
Do you matter? Do you matter? I guess we all matter. So everyone has a voice. You have a voice for a reason. God gave you a voice to use it. He gave you a voice to choose whether you want to use it for something that you desire or something that you want or something that he gave you to do it for. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking a stand. I'm taking my leadership and I'm standing out for what is right. I'm using my voice to prove everything that I want to in life. and that's what I do. It's like I mean, there's all these different things out here, and you can choose your different path, and it's up to you to do what you want to do. But your voice is important. You are important. You're special, and it don't matter about your past. It don't matter about what you did in the past, like I just said. But it matters now. And what you do now will affect your future and what you do later. So.
And even in your home, your siblings. Sometimes your siblings are the hardest ones to make your transition with. They just won't leave you alone. Stay true to the transition of who you are. I promise you, God will align you with persons that will appreciate and honor and treasure you. So can I get everyone, we have an alum that's with us, and E.J Bolin-Johnson, he's going to come to the stage, and following him, you're going to hear from Dr. Joy, and then we're going to turn up. All right, I said it right. All right, so what I'm saying is that, what did I say?
Please don't judge me.
Please don't judge me. That's good. They got my back. I really did forget, but that's all right. The reality of it all, you need to know who you are. You are precious and worthy to be treasured. Treasured. All right? Come on up. I'm going to turn you over to...
Us.
Are you the grandfather of YiG Showcase Rising Stars?
Right, yeah,
I've got about 24. These are
I'm feeling really old right
making
about
up
now.
25 of the YiG Showcase Rising Stars that we raised up to be in this position and this posture right here. Miss Judah started out at 5 years old doing commercials. And then Meek followed, and here's the grandfathers, and there is Michael Gideon. He's gone. He's over 30 and married and all of that. But this is what you see. These are your future leaders. So you want to know how they think and who to turn to. All right. You've got him. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, amen. Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's up? What's up? What's
Hello. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Hey, I know. Hot. You stand in one place.
Gucci.
You cool?
I'm feeling it.
All right, that's what's up.
I'm getting the vibe from you right now.
Oh, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to keep that energy going. Like she said, my name is E.J Bolin-Johnson. My lovely wife and my children are out there. Jameer, I want to give a shout out to them. I grew up, she said I'm the grandfather because I'm 30 years old, and I watched them grow up. Meek, man, I actually held him when he was a baby, and so I'm feeling kind of old right now. But I came out here to support the Youth and Gospel, the YiG Showcase, and our Rising Stars because to stop bullying, it takes a lot of community activity because it's not just about you, it's about the one next to you. It's about the fact that your young people, you might have a sister or brother that might be getting bullied and you don't even know it.
Right.
Because how many of y'all think that people speak up about getting punked? Anybody?
Well,
It doesn't happen very often. I remember growing up, I didn't know. Usually you had to man up. As a boy, if somebody was trying to punk you, either stood up or you shut up, right?
Right.
So that's what's happening now. That's gotten worse. Now the bullying is turning into violence. And this north side has gotten crazy. I just recently moved my family from the north side, but I still support over here. And it's because the shooting down on the TV started becoming the shooting down the block. And where I used to think you couldn't get touched, you start hearing about family members and friends who are getting beat up or robbed or shot or whatever the case is. And it really starts with our young people. What do young people who have no hope, what do they grow up to be?
Right.
What do they grow up to do?
This bullying is turning into RIPs.
Exactly, and like he just said, these bullyings is turning into RIPs, rest in pieces. People are constantly being challenged to be better, but where's the help? It really takes you, and it takes you, and it takes you to help everybody become better as a person, better as young people. It's not just one person. This is great to be out here at National Night Out. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, seeing the people. I'm loving the music. I saw some family and friends that I haven't seen for a long time, and that's great. But it takes, what do we do on Wednesday? What do we do Thursday? What do we do over the weekend? When are we going to take some time out and really invest in our young people in our future to make sure that they know they can do better than this? One of the best things I heard was awesome is be you. Who here likes being themselves?
Me.
Anybody?
Me.
Anybody here think that who you are is great? That who you are and the way you are is great? That there's nobody else like you? That when God made you, he made you special and unique? You got to take pride in that. Be happy about who you are. And the more that you're happy about who you are, the more you'll stand up for who you are.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So what you feel about that, man?
I feel great about it. I feel that I'm me. I feel like that I can speak to people. I feel like that I have people in my life that are supportive of me and that they care to hear what I have to say. And not just that they care what I have to say, they'll actually make an action in fixing it.
Right.
They won't just sit around and say, oh, stop being a little something I can't say right now.
Right.
But you know what I mean, and other people know what I mean. And so I'm just glad that I have supporters and that I know everyone up here and everyone out there has a supporter that is with them and that cares about them.
Speaking about that.
Go ahead. What do you think about this conversation? YiG Showcase will be seen on gracemedianetwork.com in their own talk show. So you'll get a chance to tune in. You'll be able to email them, inbox them, and tell them what's going on. We need you to know that this is not just a performance tonight. They will stay in place. They will have a set once a night during the week, and that might be a Friday, during the month, I'm sorry. And the hip-hop artists will be there, will hear you, and you'll have special guests. So keep them in prayer, but stay put. They got you.
We need more recruiters.
And now that you have all been introduced to the YiG Showcase Rising Stars and the host of the show. And Alum.
And alumni.
We now will be presenting WizG, who's going to do, he's a Harvest Prep Best Academy alum. Clap it up. I see some alum in the audience. He's going to perform a spoken word about being yourself, coming to age. Again, y'all, WizG, give him a warm welcome.
Now, how do we do it when you are enjoying it? This is what we do. This is what we do. Snap for him. All right.
Yo, how you guys doing tonight? This evening? I used to be nervous when I used to perform a lot, but then when, like Meek said, when you got your supporters around, what is there to be nervous about? So, right now I'm gonna say a poem that I said in Chicago for a competition. It's called Look Into My Eyes.
Right before you do that, in your bio, you said something, as far as I'm concerned, was absolutely transparent, but even profound. Mm-hmm. You write because what?
Because it's me. It's what I love. Yeah, and that just to.
Tell them what that was. What did you say? They
didn't
hear me. Because it helps you what? When you feel like.
When I feel like I'm down and I feel like there's nothing else for me to do other than going out and hitting or fighting, I just write it in my poetry. So, it's a poem called Look Into My Eyes. Look into my eyes and see the fire from hell rise, burning my insides, but my soul refuses to die. Look into my eyes, and there lies the young boy's father getting ready to fly in the midnight sky. Look into my eyes and see my mom yelling out a cry to God, but there was no response as the devil eagerly taunts and snatches what he wants. Like my sister's virginity, or my personal dignity, or maybe even my cousin's walking capabilities, or better yet, lowering my friend's blood capacity from several gun wounds, or as I walk across the street, a car smack zooms off without checking on me. due to the lack of belief that we have in God. The devil sits in hell entertained because to him it's a game. Sipping on wine, making life dim, licking salt off the rim, due to the lack of belief that we have in God. But see, people fail to realize there's a crisis here, Mayday. Do you get the signs? It's a redefined history. Now it's up to you to read between the lines. With combined minds, the world will rock like Run DMC rhymes. There's no stopping us, unstoppable. So, what are we going to do about it? Just sit around, hang our heads down, and feel the presence of life pass us by? As a family, are we actually going to do something about it? Thank you.
All right, so that was a very powerful poem. You have to listen to it like more than 3 times to feel the true meaning behind it, and it's very powerful. But I guess, oh, Kyara, so we know that you are poetry. Don't be. I see you. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna let you do your poem too, and that it matches his. I mean, y'all are unique, and that's why you guys are a part of it, because everyone out there is unique and they have a story to tell. So we're gonna let you tell yours.
Yeah, I wrote this. I always say this poem, always. I wrote this in spoken word class last school year, because I was feeling like I wanted to tell everybody who I am. So I wrote it just because I want everybody to know who I am, and I am something. So that's why I wrote that poem, this poem. It's called Lies, But the Truth Is, I'm the perfect piece of art. Something, nothing, having, hating, crazy things come together. Imagine it but not seeing clearly. Who are you? They ask. Inside, thoughts that brought me down for a while, but I still smile. Music is the beat to the world, but Earl, that's my boy. They keep saying, you're a happy person, but by the inside instructions that I follow that keeps creeping and following, my days are numbered. I can't know, I won't know, who are you? But by the color of the skin that I'm in, I'm tired of the games that keep playing. They keep playing me. Why? Why judge? Accept me for who I am. 'Cause I am something. And I won't be known as nothing.
So that was very powerful. So we have more poetry coming up. I mean, I got little bars here, down there. I mean, I'm trying to get my little bars up, but I don't got no bars right now. I just say I'm not a rapper. But Essence, I see you. I see you. I know you know that I know I see you. All right, we're going to have Essence come up here and do a little poetry. You'll figure out why they call her Essence. I mean, she is so powerful in what she does. Phenomenal. I mean, you're going to have to give her double snaps. I mean, just snap, snap, snap. Hey, little man. And this little Essence right there. You want to say hi, little Essence? You want to say hi?
No. All right. Thank you. Am I laughing at that? Yep. Oh. Huh? Why are you asking me why Essence? I actually didn't give myself Essence. That was given to me in 2007. I was at an international competition in New York. And some other fellow artists said it was something about my essence, my aura, my presence when I hit the stage. And so they gave me Essence, and I think it's kind of cute, so I kept it. Some people were here earlier. I did this earlier, so I'm going to try and see. Is Liz still here? Yeah, Liz, can you come join me on the stage? We're going to see if we can kind of remix what I did something earlier. Liz is an awesome awesome female vocal artist. I don't know if you guys got to hear her earlier. So this is all like right now is about to happen, so don't be judging us, okay? Yeah. While she's hitting the stage, I guess I'll give some background. I've been doing poetry in the Twin Cities for about 10 years. This year will be 11 years. I love it. I breathe it. I eat it. It is definitely my way to minister and to speak, to say what it is that I want to say. I was saying earlier that I started doing poetry because I was being bullied at my high school. People were talking about me, and I didn't know how to respond. I didn't know what to say back, and I was really like shy. People was like, your skin's too black, your hair's too thick, your nose is too high. And I was like, well, those things are kind of true, so I don't know what to say back. So I allow people to put titles on me, and so my way to speak back was through my poetry. And ever since then, it's like, you can't stop me now. Oh, okay, yeah. It's kind of how I've been, like, you know, and when you're on stage, you got to listen. You can't help but to hear it. And I started to realize that it wasn't a talent that I was given. It was definitely a gift from my creator for me to use my voice to speak out about a lot of different things. So I'm just going to flow with y'all. My sister's going to flow with me, and we're going to figure out what happened. Flow together. All right. You see, I was told that beauty lives in the eye of the beholder and not within the latest fashion. You see, I was told that true beauty lives in the eye of the beholder and not within the latest fashion. We seem to be so obsessed with diamonds, silvers, and gold that we seem to neglect our own souls. Instead of speaking out for ourselves, we stand out with our clothes. The color, the cut, the fabric, and how it feels against your skin. Feeling that it made you, and once again forgetting that beauty starts within. You see, Kyara was 10 when she started out on a mission. The music videos told her that big boobs and a flat stomach was all she was missing. As she was 15, she was so used to neglection that when she found out that Rockaware and Darien was all she was needed, she ran for her acceptance. Asia was 12. Monique was 8 when they all got sucked in the lion's den, feeling that they were not enough and that beauty was not their friend. You see, I too was caught up, not sure who I was, or where I was trying to go. So I showed more breasts because I thought it was best. I wore tighter jeans so that maybe, just maybe, I could be seen. You see, I was told that true beauty lives in the eye of the beholder. See, your hair is just right.
Just right.
Your nose is just right. You see the freckles on your face are just right.
Just right.
See, your feet are just right. Your thighs are just right. You see, I was told that true beauty lives in the eyes of the beholder, and not within the latest. Not within the latest. Not within what he says. Not within what she says. Not within what the world tells you beauty is, but true beauty is you. See, my nose is just right.
Just right.
My eyes are just right.
Just right.
See, my hair is just right.
Just right.
See, my thighs are just right.
Just right.
See, my hands are just right.
Just right.
My lips are just right. See, my hips are just right.
Just right.
Just right.
For you.
Just right.
Just right.
When you look in the mirror and you see your reflection, know that the Creator created you just as you were supposed to be. Every inch of you is just the way it's supposed to be.
Just right.
When you look in the mirror and you see that reflection,
just
know that you're created in the image of the Most High. That you carry reflections of a king, so you have to be a queen. So you have to be a king. That you carry reflections of a king. You were born into loyalty.
Just right.
You see, I was told that beauty, true beauty lives in the eye of the beholder. Thank you.